on, marketers? Are you ready for value? I know you are. Today's video is all about business to business lead generation methods. And this is a how to guide for methods and strategies presented by yours truly, Glenn from GlennTGillery.com. Let's get started. Now, you may ask the question, what is B2B lead generation all about? Well, the answer is it's simply the process a business uses to generate interest into a product or service so they get sales. Now, most of the time, this is done by a digital means, but not exclusively. There are offline, online methods, inbound, outbound methods, and basically all that means is that you're doing online, you're doing offline, or you're doing from your hub or your blog, or you're going to outside sources to generate leads to get sales of your product or service. Make sense? Where in the heck should I be focused on? What needs to be done first? Well, my current mentor said something that was just so profound to me, and it gave me it was a big shift for my business and a huge value, and I hope it makes the same difference in your business as it did for mine. And he said that traffic is last. Why would you concentrate on traffic when you don't already have a system in place to capture, nurture, convince, and convert your leads? Makes so much sense, doesn't it? So your primary focus should be in having a system, the actual process for your leads in place before you generate your first lead. Now, you do that by having bait, a hook, a story, conversion, retain, and grow. Now, your bait is just basically how you attract your leads with your big solution, also called a lead magnet. Now, your hook is something that speaks towards those leads' pain. What is the biggest pain point that is experienced in your niche? It might be like mine, where I really want my own business full time, not have to worry about a job, have more time with my family. Now, that was my pain. Now, the pain for your niche might be a little bit different. And this is what the hook speaks towards. A story. How do you convince those leads that you've got the solution that they need? This also builds the knowledge of you and your business with your leads. They get to know you. They understand the story. Well, who is this Glenn guy? And what does he do? Convert. Now, in order to convert a lead, you need to build know, like, and trust with you or your business. And ultimately, you want to take your prospects or your leads to the customer side, and that is your conversion. Now, retain and grow. Well, how do you retain these leads and customers? Well, you give them more value, more of the things that will help their business grow. But you want to be congruent. And if you're not quite sure about this congruency thing, I struggled with it for a little bit because I just didn't really get it. It's like, of course it's congruent. But you want to look at your process and make sure that you're not confusing the customer, and you want to stay congruent to what your initial attraction and offer was. And on an extreme example, let's say You're generating leads by offering traffic solutions, keywords, how to generate more leads, um, how to get more sales, and then you throw in by the way, I've got this great 40-day abs. It's great. You're gonna love it. It's only $100, and in 40 days you're gonna have rock hard, beautiful abs that you can show off at the beach. It's not congruent at all, right? You wanna stay along the same lines of what brought those customers, those leads, those prospects into your business in the first place. So you want to maintain a congruency. Avoid perfection and get it done. Now, your system is going to be your funnel. And your funnel is not just one particular area of your business, but it's everything from the initial exposure that attracts your leads all the way down to the emails that you send them. Now, the sales are going to be somewhere in the middle of that process. And of course, you'll continue to have sales as they go up your value ladder, per se, which is just basically you have your initial offer, um, you've got even more value in another offer, you've got a world beating solution that comes after that, and then something else after that. You have to have more than one means of value to offer your customers. Attract, convince, convert, and retain. This is what your system should do. Now, don't overlook having your system in place. Perfection. You know what I mean? Just get it done. It's that important, but it doesn't require any part of your system to be perfect. Just get it done. Get it done. Because down the road, you're going to be improving this process on a consistent basis. I need to try a different headline and test that against what we're running. I'm going to try and tweak the ad copy a little bit. I need to add a few more emails in there. I think I could present my service a little better than I am right now, and I want to test it against how it's working now. You're going to be doing this throughout the time that you're marketing. So the person that gets it done is going to be miles ahead of the person that's trying to get it exactly right. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? I think you do. So once that's done, what's next? Well, choosing a channel for your B2B marketing. Well, your channel is just basically where you capture your leads. And this can be done through different methods. But knowing your best customer or your avatar or the ultimate prospect is going to uncover where you're going to actually find those leads and where you want to focus at first. Now, multiple channels will give you more, but depending on what level you're at, especially if you're starting out, you want to start out with one and get highly skilled with that before you move on to another means, because you want those leads to be coming in before you start reaching out and trying those other channels. Well, let me I'm getting consistent leads on my blog, but I really want to get into these other social media channels, and that's cool. But don't what do they call it? Don't get the cart before the horse. Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't know. It just popped in my head. I thought it made sense when I said it. Choosing a method for your B2B marketing. Now, don't limit your marketing to just one method, but trying to tackle too many all at once is not going to be effective when you're starting out. Now, you want to deliver your content and try different means of delivery to test your results. Now, for example, right now, video is king. Video is the tops in engaging and getting interaction, and it should be high on your list. I mean, you can add video just about anywhere, but don't just rely on simple. Don't rely on just video alone. I mean, there are other media out there, social marketing, the blogs, newsletters, your email marketing, different ways to deliver your content. Podcasts are exploding right now. Webinars. What better way to have a presentation than with a webinar? And you can include these things into your system. They work well. I recommend them. And video, if you're not doing video, you're really, really, really losing out. And you don't want to do that. Now, times will always change, so be flexible. What happens when the way that you attract or the methods that you're using or even your best customer profile or your product changes? Well, keep flexible, roll with it. Keep collecting the leads. Don't stop collecting your leads. You can still be collecting leads while you're changing your product or your service or updating it. Lead generation is just that important. Always add to your existing leads and retain the ones that you have by listening to your audience. What are they asking for? Don't know? Ask them. Hey, you've brought a couple of my products in the past, and I just want to ask a few questions because I'm developing a new product now. Is there anything about the process that you would like to see an improvement on? And listen to what they have to say. Now, following these methods that I've just laid out, in addition to the actual blog post, is going to lead you to great success. You're going to be a happy camper, and so is your company. You're going to start growing like nobody's business, and you'll be able to share these things with your team. They work well. They really do. Now, you can also get more tips by reading the article. Have I said that a million times yet? I'm working on it. Make sure you visit glentguillory.com and check out this post. You'll see this exact picture on the post, and you'll see the same video too. And while you're there, grab my 500 leads in 60 days or less. It's free, and if you scroll down, read all of the article, you'll see a link there that'll take you to the free product, and I'd be very happy if you did. And right now, I'm just so appreciative that you took the time to watch my video. And I hope that you got great value. I'd love to hear from you. Send me an email to admin@glentguillory.com, and I'll respond to you, or just leave a comment on the post, or hit me up on the social sites. More value is on the way. Take care, marketers. This has been Glenn. I'm out.